Hi everyone, it's Anya here. I'm back with another video for Ophelia Crafts. Now today is not going to be a tutorial, we're not going to make a card, but we are looking at the equipment I use for filming. Lately I've had some questions about what materials and equipment and lights and camera I use, and I've been answering people individually, but I thought it would be good to do a video on it. So, before I started as a Stampin' Up demonstrator, obviously I had been watching lots of tutorials on YouTube, and then when I decided to become a demonstrator, I was really looking forward to be able to do my own tutorials, but of course I needed the equipment. So, like my son always says, do your research, mother, which is what I told him when he started asking questions, you know, why is this, how is that, how does that work? The only answer I gave him was Google and YouTube. So I did my own research on YouTube. I went there and, I mean, to be honest, what can't you find on YouTube? The answer to every question is on YouTube. How to peel a pineapple to can I bake my iPhone in a cake, basically, and does it still work after that? Somebody has done it in a tutorial. Okay, so I think I typed in filming equipment or studio setup or whatever, and I found quite a few tutorials, nothing to do with craft, hair and makeup, other things, but they did give me an idea of obviously the equipment that they were using. So after doing my research, I came to the conclusion that actually I had almost all of the equipment already. You see, my husband and I, we moved recently, we moved countries, so we came from abroad, we moved into the UK and we changed our lifestyle. So he now had opportunity to start a hobby. I'd always had a hobby, and when I asked him, I said, look, you know, you now have some free time, what would you like to do? And his answer was photography. So for his Christmas I bought him a DSLR camera, and that appeared to be the perfect thing to do your filming with. So basically I gave the camera to him, but I paid for it, so it was my camera. So I started using, actually he's filming this right now, so I can see him grinning. But never mind. So yes, so we had the camera. After I gave him the camera for his Christmas, he then decided that he wanted a tripod because his pictures were shaky. So we have the tripod, and also he wanted a remote, which I can't use because it doesn't work for filming. And I've seen some people use a microphone as well, so I don't need that because you can attach it to the camera somehow, because I just speak up a little bit and that's fine. So let me now take the camera off his hands, and he's gonna go, and we're gonna have a look at all the equipment that I'm using. So there we go. Thank you, darling. Okay, so here we are in the mirror. I've got a mirror ready here. Here you can see that actually I'm using the Nikon camera, Nikon, whatever you pronounce it. Let's see if I can sharpen the image. So it's just a, you know, normal picture camera that I use. And yeah, so you find the setting for movie and you have the normal SD card to go in the side, and it does a perfect job for filming. So then onto my desk here, we have my workstation. This is where I film on. And this is the tripod that I use. I have it set 1 foot on my desk, the other on the shelf there, and another one on my shelf here. And this is the thing, I don't know what you call it, the attachment that I use to put my camera on. I don't know how to sharpen this now. So anyway, yeah, so this is what you put it on, and then it lies down. It sort of is straight down with the lens, and it comes right next to the lamp, which is the only thing I had to buy. I had the camera, I had the tripod, so the only investment I had to make was buying the daylight lamps. Now these are, I'm not going to be able to look into them, but these are quite cheap lamps. I think actually the body of the lamp is quite cheap. It's the light bulb that is the money, obviously. So yeah, so that's the one light, and then the other light I've put in there in my craft room. I've just stuck it onto that shelf underneath the suitcase so that it stays there, and that's just there permanently. So when I'm crafting without filming, I still have the good light. Okay, so like I said, this is my workspace. It's just set up ready for making a video. So I thought I would film this first before I start. There's my iPad, which I have to put on silent because otherwise I might be interrupted. There's my book that I write everything about Stampin' Up in. So, you know, all the things I'm thinking about I write in there. Events I do, you know, financial stuff, etc. And then here I've got a little shelf with my golden syrup pots. That's what I use to put my things in. And underneath is more materials that I use on a sort of daily basis. My ink pads go in there. There's sort of punched out bits. My punches are there on that shelf. There's my re-inkers in here. My bits and bobs, some ribbon. Here I've got spare blades. And then my cutter is there. And my punch boards. And then here is my collection of washing pod boxes. And on there I have all kinds of things written on, and that's what's in there: dimensionals, pearls, post-its, more punch outs, glue, snail, all kinds of things. Then we have my stamps there, my big shots, I've got 2 of them. Here we have the framelets, the dies, and these are my swaps for Celebration Tour, which I've already made. Paper, envelopes, more paper, sewing materials there. There's my stamping scrub, nice and handy for when I'm working. More sewing materials, and in that little bag there is my felt. That's my mat that I craft on when I'm not filming. You can see it's well used and well loved. I will throw that out one day, but I just like it, so it reminds me of the cards I've made. Okay, so yeah, so this is my desk that I film on, and that's my setup. So we have everything conveniently close, so if I do start filming and I forget anything, I can just reach out and grab it, basically. So here we are. I'm ready now to do my tutorial. So I hope you enjoyed looking at my setup, and see you in the next tutorial. Bye!